Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the City Guys podcast. We're coming at you guys. It's been a couple weeks, but we're going to recap match weeks 2 and 3 from this MLS weekend, talk about the St. Louis City results, and then preview this upcoming fixture at LAFC. So, Varun, how are you doing after these last two games?
To be honest, not very good. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we have two games that we need to talk about here, but they're not necessarily bad showings. I mean, they were two very tough opponents, but the fact that we're not scoring any goals is very concerning to me right now. So I think that's like a
Hmm.
huge talking point that we should probably get into at some point today. But I think that I want to start this off with a heartbreaking story coming out of St. Louis City here. As many of you guys know, Edu Leuven has kind of had off the pitch issues, so he hasn't been with the team, and that's mainly due to the part that his wife was dealing with cancer, and she has
Hmm.
unfortunately this week passed away. So prayers out from us for the Leuven family.
Yeah.
I don't really know like what else to say. It's a very heartbreaking loss here, so I just kind of had to start it off like that, just kind of as a respect for Leuven, of course. So yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah. Obviously, very sad. Leuven hasn't been with the team really this whole season, understandably so. So, yeah, just condolences and
Yeah,
thoughts and prayers to the Leuven family for that.
yeah.
But
I,
yeah,
I
I think
think yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I guess kind of moving on. I guess towards that. I guess I want to talk about St. Louis City, of course, two defeats in a row. Um, and I kind of want to talk about our goal scoring issue. I just want to start that off, just start it off with a bang here, because that is like the main thing that is kind of the issue with the team. So we cannot
Mhm.
score. I mean, we haven't scored since match week one. We scored one goal
Yeah.
off of a pretty bad counterattack. I mean, it was a decent showing from City, but like that defending was poor, man, from Charlotte. But
It was.
um, yeah, I mean, one goal in three matches is not what you want to see. I mean, to be fair to St. Louis City here, we have played three pretty tough opponents. I mean, Charlotte had the keeper of the year last year. San Diego thumped, I think, 5-0 win in their first match week. Um, they thrashed City, which in a game that City actually did not play very bad. I mean, I think we were down early, pretty early. I think first 15 minutes were terrible in that San Diego game. But City itself looked very good in that game. And then that third game, I mean, 1-0 loss at home to Seattle. Not a big issue. I mean, but I mean, scoring in a game, I mean, City actually played pretty well in that game as well. We dominated possession. It's just that we can't do anything in the final byproduct. There were a couple chances. I mean, City ended up with, I think, the higher XG in that game, Seattle game. Um, you can clearly tell that like whenever Hartel is playing, how much different City plays. Because in the game that he wasn't there, I think he was he had a kid that week that we played San Diego, so he wasn't on the pitch. But you can clearly tell how good City plays with Hartel on the pitch versus when we don't have him off the pitch. So I think that it's just a matter of clicking, I guess. Like Dame's principles and all that haven't just quite right clicked yet. But I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts about City here?
Yeah. Just getting into the Seattle game specifically, I'm looking at the numbers here. 12 total shots for City, but none of them were really quality chances. They finished the game with a .66 xG. So, it's not they weren't generating a ton of really quality chances.
Yeah,
Uh, Seattle finished with a 1.13, and obviously they won 1-0. So that game played out pretty uh, much as expected xG wise, and it's just kind of frustrating at times because the chances are just, it feels like chances are at such a premium with this team. Like you really will get maybe one or two actually quality chances the entire game. I remember around the 5th minute, I want to say Simon Becker had he was kind of in on goal, and he kind of just mishandled the ball. And I remember thinking at the time, I was like, man, that might be like the only really good chance we have this entire game, and it was. So that's kind of the feeling that we're getting with this City team is like we're keeping the ball, we're keeping possession, which is nice, but we're just struggling to actually break teams down. And Seattle played very narrow this game, is what I really noticed. It felt like they were not letting City play through the middle of the field. They wanted them to play out through the wings, which I was very smart. I think they clearly identified it as a weakness of the City teams, the wing play, and that was true this game. It felt like the wingers for City and the fullbacks have just not been able to really create a ton of chances. They haven't been taking guys on. It feels like a lot of pass backs, a lot of passes back to the center backs or to the midfield. And I thought Seattle played this one beautifully defensively, and got to tip your cap to them a little
Yeah.
bit. Like they were just the better managed team. Obviously, they're the better, probably the more talented team as well. But it is frustrating, like how easily the City team got shut down. Like there was really no offense this entire game, even though we dominated possession.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I do think that our defense has improved drastically from last season. I mean, with Dame, of course, we have an actually
Mm-hmm.
competent, back line. I mean, I feel like they've been pretty solid. The Seattle goal came off of a weird deflection, I think, and then just landed at this dude's
Mm-hmm.
feet. I don't remember who scored. I think it was. Let me see who it was. Rienzi, I think it was the guy who like subbed on. I think I'm not sure. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, but he had a great goal. I mean, there's no saving it from Berkey, but I mean, Berkey played well. Defense played well. I think that yeah, this the whole issue is that we don't have a striker. I mean, Cordova came in. I thought. I mean, what were your opinions on Cordova? I thought he looked okay for like the 20-ish minutes that he played. I know he had a
yeah,
pretty good. He what I really liked about what I saw from him from the limited sample size that we saw from him was that he was making good runs into the box or getting through either on the wings or anything. It was just he was kind of like the only one at the end of the game that was like really like trying to make a run. So it looked like he had that I don't know like the fight in him, the heart in him. I don't really know what you think about Cordova, his debut, but I mean, in general, I do. Even though we're um, 0-1-3 or 0-1-2 in these last 3 games, I think the City team really does have more heart, more fight in them this year than we did all last year. So even though we're not getting it on the results on paper, I think that it'll come. It's something that'll just take time.
yeah. I thought Cordova played fine. I liked how he's playing that hold up role a little bit. There wasn't really anyone in support with him, but I like that kind of that same role that Klaus played, where you can kind of hold the ball up and let your players come to you. That is very interesting to me. I think he could play that role because we really need that. We don't really have that right now with the team. I
Yeah,
wanted to talk about a little bit about Toy Shirt, who I actually thought was probably the best player on the pitch for City this game.
yeah,
He played really well.
really well.
They were giving him a lot of space, and he was doing pretty well with it, moving the ball up the pitch. A lot of times, it felt like he was playing the ball off to the right guy, who then made the wrong play after that. But he was really setting things up really well for this team, and he's a guy that I think should be starting every game going forward. I know he was kind of injured these first 2 games, and that's why he barely played. But
Yeah,
with the way he's played, uh, I think he should be a no-brainer starter in this team.
I completely agree. I mean, there was that one chance, I think I don't know if you remember when he like dribbled through like 3 or 4 guys and then he just had a
Hmm.
really heavy touch and the goalie got it. But I mean
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was like arguably like one of the best plays I've ever seen Toysher make in his career at City.
Mhm.
And I mean, if that end product was just there, that could have easily been a goal. So I mean, what we've seen from
Mhm.
him in this game and even that San Diego game when he came on, I don't think he started in San Diego game, but
No.
was it the Charlotte game? He looked really good for that 10 minutes that he played, 5 10 minutes that he played. He almost scored.
Mhm.
He almost scored in the Seattle game. I completely do agree that I feel like out of the players that have been most improved under Dame recently, it's definitely him and Betcher that have kind of benefited the most out of the majority of the City players. Um, but kind of, I know you mentioned Klaus here. I think that this is a big talking point as well. Joao Klauss has 4 goals in his last 3 games with LA Galaxy. And my question to you is, was it the right decision for City to let him go? I mean, there was a whole lot of issues with City not paying him, like Carolyn Kindle not trying to pay him. He was not getting his bag, so he went to LA. We got a pretty good amount of money. I think it was like 2 mil or something that we got for him. But my question to you is,
Mhm.
was it the right decision that we got rid of Klaus?
Honestly, probably not. I mean, it's all going to depend on if we can find a suitable replacement for Klaus with the resources we have, because they did get a decent amount of money for him. It was like 2.3 million or something like that,
Yeah.
which is a lot for the MLS. And if they could reinvest that into the squad and build a better team, then obviously it'd be worth it. I understand why they wanted to cash out on Klaus. He's in his late 20s, I want to say now,
He's
and this
29.
team doesn't
Yeah.
look like they're going to be really competing. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be contending anytime soon. So you wanted to kind of sell high on that asset that you have. So I don't blame the team at all. But Klaus, I mean, he's balling right now, and there is a part of me that is like, man, if we just had a competent striker like Klaus, we really could be winning some games. Because I mean, this was a very winnable game for City
Hmm.
at home. You only concede 1 goal. You at the very least, you got to be coming away with the point in this game. But honestly, you should be winning these games. Like
Yeah.
games where you're dominating possession, you only concede once. You have to win those games at home. Like you need those points. And if we had a competent striker like Klaus, I really think he would have bagged at least 1 goal in this game and got us some points. So
Yeah.
it is frustrating, but I understand why they did it. And again, it's just going to come down to if they can replace him with the resources they have.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I guess another thing that I do want to mention is um, with the heartbreaking loss for Leuven's wife, LA Galaxy came out in support for Leuven and his family, and they had the black
Mm-hmm.
armbands. And the source, most of the sources are saying that it was all Klaus's idea that to kind of do that. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like kind of setting goals and like all that goals, assists, all that on the pitch performances aside, I think that letting Klaus go was a huge loss for the club, I guess, in a cultural sense, just because of how big
Yeah.
of a, I guess, like figure he was in St. Louis City's, like, I don't know, like limited history that we've had. I feel like he's kind of what we're missing. Like, I don't know, like how to like describe it, like how like loving of a teammate he was, how much he actually loved the club as a player. So I think that it's a huge loss that we lost him even like off the pitch. So I think that letting them go, in my opinion, was not the right decision. But I mean, it all depends on what we do with what we got for him. I think if City goes out
Mm-hmm.
in the summer and dishes 3 million, I don't know how much money we have, 3.5 million ish. I think if we dish out that 2 million, 2.5 million on a DP striker, I think it could be the right move. We do need a striker. We need somebody. We need attacking threats. I mean, Sang Ben hasn't been very good recently. I think that he's kind of
Mm-hmm.
been just there. He hasn't really done much. I don't think he started this past game, but I mean,
No.
Sang Ben was tremendous. He was very good last year. He was very fast, but I think we should probably get out some more attacking options, either a left winger, right winger, a striker. 100% St. Louis City should 100% in the summer go all out on attack.
Yeah, I agree. The attack is not good enough right now, and that's kind of the whole story. I mean, the defense has been fine. The San Diego game, they conceded a lot of chances, a lot of defensive errors in that game, but it was San Diego in a really tough environment, so you could kind of excuse that.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle game overall, they were really good. They just had kind of that one moment with the deflection, and then same with Charlotte. It was kind of just that one moment where they kind of broke down. So the defense has actually been pretty solid, but the attack is just not there at all right now. And
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't win games if you can't score goals.
Yeah, I think that in the upcoming games, St. Louis City's defense should be bolstered. I mean, Falu Fall is supposed to be coming back from injury pretty soon. And Braque Fall got all of his paperwork and everything kind of done. I think he might have been dealing with an injury as well. I'm not sure, but he was on the bench. I think for the last game, he just didn't play. So it's only a matter of time until both of the Falls come back. So the defense is only going to get better. I think Totland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what his injury is, how long he'll be out for, but I mean, the defense is going to be bolstered in these next couple of weeks. It's mainly the attack that is the issue, but I think as long as we have Marcel Hartel kind of running the show, I think Marcel Hartel is one of the most important players in the MLS. I know it might be kind of a reach here, but just the way that he kind of holds together the St. Louis City team, I mean, you can easily see the performance with him in the Charlotte and the Seattle games versus a game that we played in San
Mm-hmm.
Diego, where we literally could not string two passes together, do anything versus San Diego without Hartel. So I think that the key here is Marcel Hartel. I mean, he's literally going to be the one that'll create all the chances for the team. I think that the addition of
Mm-hmm.
Cordova, I think Cordova and Teuscher, Cordova looked pretty good. Teuscher is already looking like a completely different player from last year. So I think um, going to these next couple of games, which are pretty big games, I mean, we have LAFC. I think we have New England. Um, so I think that it'll be very, it'll be very, very important for us to kind of get the attack together.
Yeah, I mean, just getting into this game this weekend at LAFC is going to be incredibly tough. LAFC right now 3-0 to start the
Oh,
year, 6 goals for, 0 goals against. So they have not even
oh,
conceded. So it's going to be very tough. It's kind of like
David versus Goliath.
stoppable force meets immovable object.
Oh my God.
It's a very tough matchup for the City offense. But I mean, you're gonna have to create some chances. You're gonna have to capitalize on mistakes, and you're gonna have to play probably some haram ball, honestly, in order to get a result here against LAFC. Probably some unethical football here coming up, but that's kind of what we're looking at on Saturday because this is a phenomenal LAFC team. Obviously, very difficult place to play, and against a City team that's struggling, it is not looking great odds wise. I think for City to come away with anything in this game, but
Yeah.
you're kind of in a position now where you got 1 point in 3 games. You desperately need a result in these next couple of weeks. So you gotta make something happen here against LAFC. You really
Yeah.
do.
I mean, it really does not help that we have such a tough schedule to begin the season. I mean, such
Mhm.
hard teams. I mean, LAFC literally thumped Miami, I think, in their opener. It was that 3-0 loss
Mhm.
for Miami. And then I think, yeah, they beat Houston and then Dallas, I think, was it? But yeah, they've scored, I have it here. They've scored 8 goals in their last 5 games. So they are flying free. I mean, that is crazy to me that they've been so good. I mean, Sun I think leads the MLS in
Mhm.
chances created, so that is not very good either. But yeah, I think that as you said, if we kind of just play off the counter, kind of just park the bus here in a sense, just play haram ball, we can try to get either a point or even 3 points. I mean, 3 points would be huge. It hurts me to say that this is already a pivotal point in the season, and we're already still in week 4. So, I mean, St. Louis City really needs to get points on the board here. And I mean, the team itself has been playing pretty well. It's just the attack. We can't get anything done in the final third. But, I mean, you really need to string something up here against LAFC here. And then I think we have, looking at our future fixtures here, I think we're looking at New England, which, I mean, it's not bad at all. New England is kind of a middle-of-the-road team, I think. They're currently sitting 13th in the East, so they're not a great team either. New York City FC, I'm pretty sure they're decent as well. Dallas, Seattle again. San Jose, which San Jose has been very, very good this year. I think they're also 3-0. Austin, I think so. These next couple of weeks, like 6 weeks-ish, it's really going to test St. Louis City's mettle here. I mean, they're all pretty much hard teams except for New England, which, I mean, New England isn't that great. New York City's first in the East, so we're playing all hard teams here. So, I mean, I really don't know what to do. There is a universe here. There is a scenario here where St. Louis City gets like 1 point in these next 6 games. So it is a tough stretch here. So I really don't know what to do, but this is what makes a team, you know. I mean, this is where Dame can really show how good of a manager he is. I don't really know what else to say, man. This is like the schedule of misery and despair, doom and despair. I don't know.
Hey, heroes aren't made during peacetime. They're made during war, bro. And we're going to battle these next few weeks, so it's going to be hell, bro. It's going to be hell. We need somebody to step up. And yeah, I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. Like, we're staring down this absolute gauntlet right now, and we only have 1 point so far in the season. So,
yeah, I mean, pressure makes diamonds, bro. Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could, in theory. I mean, this New England game, I think, is one that we really have to capitalize on, in all seriousness. New England has not been good. They have not been good recently. I mean, looking at their past fixtures, I think, let's see, 4-0 loss to Nashville, 1-0 loss to New England, and they've gotten a 2-2 draw against Chicago. So, I mean, not great at all from them. I mean, Nashville, I think, is a pretty solid team, but the other two is not that great. So I think that we need to get a win here, a convincing win, and then use that momentum into the next 7 weeks of hell that are coming up. So
yeah,
this is going to be a long spring into the summer. I mean, I don't know, dude. This is it's tough, but I mean, in the summer it does get easier. I mean, play Kansas City. DC United is not great. Colorado, I think, is middle of the pack. So, I mean, if we can just make it to the summer, we can get out of our winter depression and get a couple good points here and there, and then in the summer we can get, I don't know, get a striker and win games. I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is. I mean, it feels like the same story every single year at this point, but we really just need to find a way to get some results against the big teams, and hopefully that starts this week against LA. So
yeah, I mean, I think that basically will probably wrap it up. I don't really have anything else to say. I think that we'll probably come back to you after this LAFC game on Saturday, which is a late game. I think it's in LA, of course.
Very late.
I think it's 9:30. Yep. So, yeah, we'll come back to you hopefully with a win. I say this every week and it never happens, but
I'll say it. Wait, hold on. I'll say it right now. I guarantee a victory on Saturday.
Yes.
Take it to the books right now. I guarantee it, bro. We are coming. We're going to LA and we're leaving with all 3 points.
All
We're
three
snatching
points.
that, bro.
I'll do
We're
you one
snatching them.
better. I'll do if I was a betting man, which I totally am not. Um, I'd bet on a Marcel Hartel anytime goal. I feel it coming.
Mhm.
I predicted it in match week 1, and it's gonna happen again in match week 4. It's gonna happen. So yeah, we're gonna come back to you Sunday, Monday. I don't know when we're gonna film the next one, but we'll come back to you with 3 points. 1, 2, 3, bro. 3 points
Yep,
out of LA.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's gonna be a Hollywood night, Cinderella story. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.